Welcome back, Bakucrew, to day 2 of the Bakugan Battle Brawlers Celebration week. That's right, this week I'm going over the Legacy series of Bakugan, at least what I have in my collection, kind of showpiecing where it all began for me, and what I still have left after all of these years. But before we get into this amazing video of mine, I do want to remind everyone that 80% of you watching are not subscribed. So let's change that, and please subscribe because I do have monthly giveaways planned out, and all you have to do to enter is be a member. And also, as well as that, if you enjoy this celebration week, like the video as well because I'm very interested to know what everyone thinks of this video. But with that being said, I do want to remind everyone the November giveaway, which is the second giveaway for the Diamond Finica, is still ongoing. The winner of that giveaway will be announced on December 4th. Since we are at 40 subscribers, and as of recording, we are actually at 43 subscribers, I cannot believe it. Thank you all so much, that is amazing. But to the point, I do have giveaways already ready to start after the second one. So the third giveaway, which will be the December giveaway, it will run from December 4th when the second one ends to January 4th. That giveaway will of course be for the Diamond Talon that I picked up for the giveaway. And the winner will be announced January of that day. And then after January, because we hit 40 recently, there will be a February giveaway, which will run from January 4th to February 4th. And that is for the Elemental Core Dragonoid that I picked up extra as well. So the prizes are all lined up. Make sure you enter for your chance. Again, the second giveaway, which is the current giveaway, is for a sealed Diamond Finica. I don't want anyone to forget. Sorry I keep showing, but I want everyone to know that that is a part of the channel, and I want to keep it going, so please make sure you enter. I think that's everything for today, so let's go ahead and get right into these awesome old Bakugan. So I'm going to review the rest of my B1 Bakugan, which are the smaller marble-sized Bakugan for today. I don't have a whole lot, so it'll be kind of a quick video. But after this video, I do have an unboxing video planned. Stay tuned and make sure you hit that notification bell so you do not miss it. Well, we'll go ahead and start with the Chaos Bakugan since I have two of them. Again, the older Chaos Bakugan have a much different color pattern. We'll go ahead and pull up a newer Chaos Bakugan from the reboot and then the older. So definitely a difference. You know, the gray and gold on the older, and then the blues, and then the whites for the Chaos now. But anyway, we'll start off with this one. This one is called Stinglash. It was a scorpion Bakugan, a lot like Pensatar. It even had the human-like face as well. You can see here it shows little eyes, the pincers, and the tail. Don't know if you can pick up the detail, but it is molded. There are designs on the inside there. One thing I will say about the marble original Bakugan, they were very easy to close, as such right there. Go ahead and view the outside. A lot of detail for such a small toy, honestly. Very nice. See it pop open again. That one opens a lot better than my darkest team did in yesterday's video, right? Next up, I do have a Chaos Fear Ripper. Another very cool Bakugan who has huge claws that make up half of the actual marble, with a little body inside and then the lower torso being the other half of the ball. Oh, before we move on to here, I guess everyone wants to know Stinglash's G-Power. So the G-Power on this Bakugan was 470. Again, not bad, a lot stronger than my darkest Bakugan anyway. But I did love darkest Bakugan. I never cared how strong they were. It was all about which ones I liked personally. Fear Ripper, even though it's worn off quite a bit and can't even be picked up on camera, has 390 G-Power. So again, at least the ones I have, they kept them all around the same and not too strong from the other. Pretty cool. To close him, it's very simple again. You just close the claws in and push down. And here's the outside of the marble. Moving along, we'll go into the Aquas, the only Aquas B1 I have. This one I believe was called Laser Man, and it even has an exposed magnet, which means it's definitely one of the older first wave of Bakugan to be released, I do believe. Or it was released by a different company at the very beginning. I'm not sure which one. I don't remember. I probably should have looked it up before recording. But again, I just wanted to show off the awesome Bakugan for the celebration week. So here is Laser Man. Again, he pops up very well. He's like a little robot with all these cannons or guns around him on his back. He has a G power of 300, so a lot more in line with my darkest Bakugan, as well as he does have little manual feet parts that come out on the bottom. Very, very cool Bakugan. And an interesting way for it to open, rather than open up or down, it kind of opens sideways of a sort, if a sphere were to have a side. Don't know if that makes any sense, but to those of you it does make sense to, you know what I mean. And then to close them, his feet just manually go in, the little gun pincer things, and then the top part. And that is how you close Aquas Laser Man. Very cool. He was like a robotic Bakugan, I believe, but not artificially created like in New Vestroia Season 2. In Season 1, I do believe this was the only, and I do quote, mechanical like Bakugan that was a real Bakugan. Next up is a Bakugan I know everyone is super familiar with, especially if you even watched one episode of the original show, it seems like, because this was one of the partner Bakugan. Sorry, man, I mess up my wording every video, but this was one of the partner Bakugan to one of the main protagonists of this show, Julie, and this is Gorham. So before the age of Arliss, or just before Arliss in general, you had Subterra as the attribute or faction. Of course, back then it was called attribute, but you had Subterra instead. Ventus aligned more with wind, kind of, and then you had Subterra for earth. But as all of you know, for the new rebooted series, they did switch it up a bit. Nonetheless, this is all about Gorham and B1, so let's focus in on him. His shoulders were trees, and they really showed that by painting him green. I always liked that. It was very cool. And then as far as G power goes, he had 450. Again, one of the stronger Bakugan that I actually had. The inside of his shield arm, you see his arm and fist, as well as his arm and fist on that side. And then as far as his actual figure, you have head down to chest and shoulders with little feet. Very interesting design. Again, I really liked him. He was, a main character, so to speak, but he wasn't my favorite Bakugan by any means. Again, that was Dragonoid, hands down. But again, another cool, awesome Bakugan to own, just another piece of Bakugan history. And to fold him up, super simple. Manual legs in, arm with the little two dots that I always considered eyes in, and then the shield arm on top to kind of round it all out. And just a shout out to how spherical the original Bakugan really were. No jagged edges at all. They were very clean and crisp. Easily to roll for sure. But moving along to the final B1 Bakugan in my collection, the icon of the Bakugan franchise, I would argue always and forever, is Dragonoid. And this is the very first Dragonoid that ever came out, I do believe. The B1 Pyrus Dragonoid. Also with an exposed magnet as well. So he has some manual parts that come out, his 2 feet, his horn, and then we'll go ahead and pop him out. Oh, really? You're gonna stick like that and be so anticlimactic and ruin it? Okay, Drago. Fail. So this is the original Dragonoid for those who have never seen it before. And wow, did they come a long way. just for fun, you know, as we see behind me, we have the Geoforged Drago, we have Dragonoid Ultra, and whoa, knocked the camera, whoopsie. But just take a look at that, what a difference. Anyway, also for comparison, because I don't want to spend the whole video comparing Dragonoids, but I did get the first Dragonoid released in the reboot. I thought it would be kind of cool to look at the first core Dragonoids of each series, the reboot and legacy. So we got the chunky boy himself, and he is very chunky. Just especially looking at his original counterpart. Just can we see how Bakugan has changed through the years? And even Battle Planet, you know, being 2019, or 2019 for those who don't like my little wisp there. We have Dragonoid Ultra from Geogon Rising, just, what is it, 2 years, 2, yeah, wow, can't do math. 2 years later, and even then, I know this was an Ultra, but still, a huge difference. The molding is very different no matter what year it seems like they fall on. But again, I don't want to spend too much time because we could review Dragonoids and compare Dragonoids for days. That's how many they created. But this one is definitely a shout out to the B1, where it all began, Dragonoid. So cool. Very happy to have this Bakugan in my collection. Even though it's not my favorite, it's probably second to favorite. It's like Hydronoid number 1, Dragonoid, B1 Dragonoid number 2. Definitely. So cool. To close him, again, it's really easy. With the original Bakugan, they were all very easy. Feet in, horn in, wings to the sides, closed in, and head down. And that is closing the Pyrus Dragonoid. So that will wrap up today's video. We'll go ahead and roll in the others, but none of them stood. This has been the day 2 of my Bakugan Battle Brawlers Celebration. I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that like button down below, because it helps me in knowing what kind of content to create for everyone. Thank you, and see you next time.